What was we just talking about? Say it again. What was we just talking about? FIFA. Right. FIFA. I can't remember who it was, sorry. Can't remember who it was, right? But Simon Jordan and Martin Keown. Listen, Martin Keown, forget that. Martin Keown clashed, right? You know how they do. You get a little heated, right? But Simon Jordan said something, blood, and it made Martin had to hold his corner a little bit, because Martin's on the thing on. When you push Martin, right, he's on the thing on. Yeah, you should be letting the players. If you ain't played the game, how you making the rules and how you calling stuff?
True.
Alright, cool. Hold that for a second.
Yeah.
Jordan threw back at him. Yeah, but one of your greats on that, it's a German brother. Name the top German brothers, them.
Lothar Matthäus.
Nah, again, it might
Beckenbauer.
It might be him.
Kaiser.
But it was definitely one of the German bad man, right? Who is in FIFA.
In FIFA, yeah.
He's saying what? Well, he's not saying right now, but he has said in the past, ban. Let's remove offside. And then Martin went, well, that's just ridiculous. And Jordan looked at him and goes, exactly. Not everything you players, every idea you lot have makes sense and that we should do. Just because you were a bad man at this sport, that's what I'm saying. And same thing when you always bringing up prime and thing. There's levels, like, yeah, you're making sense, but you should, it don't matter who it is, you question everybody. You have to question everybody. Just because you could have won 10 World Cups. What, I can't say nothing to you. I can talk to you, blood.
Of course I can.
Exactly. So it doesn't matter what you've done. I can't be disrespectful about what you've done, but I can tell you that, what, you want to take away offsides? That's stupid. It doesn't matter how many games you played, how many things you won. So great players can have stupid ideas.
Of course they can.
So just because they're great, don't mean that they're going to make the game good. They could make the game worse, because they're about play. They're going to come from the player's view. They won't come from the fans' view. They'll come from the player's view. We need to have it, as you like to say, a product view. It can't be about just you players. Okay. You man already make big dough.
FIFA, right?
You're here for us.
I think. What for me, Karma, was this year. FIFA was established, yeah, but they never. When they exploded, you know, when they exploded, really, when FIFA was really put on the map, and who put them on the map?
Go on.
1970, Brazil and Pele put FIFA, made FIFA explode to the world. They did, as a nation. They made FIFA blow, because no one really did know about them. You heard about that World Cup, but when they came on and they won the 3 World Cups, they blew FIFA into orbit. FIFA's huge now. Yeah. Everyone knows FIFA. Everybody wants to be part of it.
But see, as you're saying that, I don't even know how these things
who's the face of FIFA?
How these things actually work. No, I mean as in, who isn't FIFA? FIFA's the body for the world.
The body
right,
for the world. That's right. Football body.
So how can they be FIFA after there was football? They had to be FIFA first, no?
No,
or you start the game unprofessionally, then a body comes, like the FA.
Yes.
But did FIFA come late? FIFA can't come late because they're the body. How you become the body after the game's invented?
Well, because there was when was the first World Cup? 1930s, right?
Yeah. So,
football was really played before that.
Or is FIFA just the World Cup?
Yeah. FIFA,
or do they run football?
No, they run football. They govern all the leagues across the global game.
That's what I thought, but then it doesn't make any sense for game. Because then I'm thinking, I thought that was just, maybe it's just countries.
Now every country is under FIFA. Every league is under FIFA.
Oh, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Is it the league, or is it the national countries that are under FIFA?
Everything, leagues, countries, everything is under FIFA.
Okay.
Everything's under FIFA.
So then that's
what's $1 billion, $1 trillion industry.
You know, I get that, but it doesn't make any sense, because if FIFA run things, why is there an FA? Why is there any FA for any other country if FIFA run things?
Well, FIFA will put in the regulations in it. And it
so FIFA putting
throughout the leagues, and it's up to the leagues of those nations to say, well, we don't, if we want to objectify to some of these regulations or these rules to the game. And if a country rejects it, let's just say the Premiership rejects it, the likelihood is that the Bundesliga might reject it.
They have to, because we're meant to play the same game.
Exactly.
You can't. That's what I'm saying. You know, like how we had this before. We had this discussion before about, you know, the referees are different in Europe than they are in the Premier League. Like, what's a foul in the Champions League isn't a foul in the Premier League, or vice versa. It's not the same thing. They play different, and that's why.
There's more physicality in the Premiership.
And that's why people get frustrated. But my thing is,
physicality is more in
it's not.
Premiership.
To me, it shouldn't be. It's the same game. It's the same game. The refs shouldn't be different because they're from a different country. That makes no sense.
I mean, that's
Innit?
right. It's the same game. You're
Like,
right.
I understand the difference between like the NBA, the NBA and Rocker Park. There's a difference because this is the street.
This is the street. Rocker Park's the street.
So it's different. But there shouldn't be no difference between the NBA and whatever
WNBA.
and WNBA and whatever you know, the ones that used to have the colour ball and the man with the afro.
Yeah, Harlem Globetrotters.
Because those used to not Harlem. It's the league before.
J-League.
The NBA,
Like the
NBA took it over because them man were doing skills and dunking, and before NBA didn't have that. It was all white guys in the NBA.
Yes,
and all the
that's
black
right.
guys played in this other thing. The ball was coloured. It was red, blue, and white.
That's right.
Right,
Yeah.
and then man were dunking. They basically took the street game and then put a little bit of rules on it. And it's like, just a little bit.
Yes.
But it was still like in your face.
Yeah.
And then the NBA, I think the NBA bought that organisation and said, all you man
like
come onto our
thing,
thing,
yes, right.
but you have to follow our rules.
rules.
You can do your thing, but you can't be you can't do that. You know they don't like that in the NBA. You can't be showboaty. Showboaty get you points off or booked off, or you got to go sit down for 10 minutes or something like that. I can't remember the rule.
It's ironic you should say it because there is a few things right about the showboat because I did see something come up. Yeah, I think it was
because I think that also to cut you. That's why she got in trouble for that because they take it as you're showboating. We don't want our game to be ugly. We don't want your game to be good.
But the game, but it's a product. They need to sell it. We had the discussion the other day about the WNBA, right? And the fact is why their games don't sell, and which segues into what what I want to talk about in terms of women in sports wanting equal pay. It just doesn't happen because you don't generate the revenue. And the thing is, why you women keep screaming up, go and support the girls.
That's what I'm saying.
Go take your daughters.
Most of the people that
Most of the
people that will scream and support.
We can't subsidise you.
Not scream and support, scream and say the NBA should get more, WNBA should get more.
Why?
They don't watch the game.
Hold on.
The people saying it, like, no, they should get more. You don't watch the game, so how dare you say that? How about you watch it so then they can generate more money and then they can get paid more?
They don't know who the players are.
It's ridiculous to say that.
And in women's, and also in women's soccer, women's football, right? We call it, yeah. No, and I'm happy that the women over here don't expect to be subsidised by the Premiership. Yeah, I say this, the Premiership will give them a change, but they're not going to allow them to subsidise like we're going to have, Man City, Man United.
Yeah, they're not going to give you the P like that. You have to earn the P. That's all it is. You just have to keep your game going.
This is what I said.
Otherwise,
they have to play smaller grounds like Kenilworth Road, Luton. That's a great ground for women to play football. Get rid of Kenilworth Road, because let the girls play in it, and Luton go and build a new stadium. Yeah, go and build this new stadium like Milton Keynes.
That's an idea.
Right? That's an idea, because you want the women to play in the smaller grounds. For the fact is, it makes the numbers look a lot.
It look better.
Yeah, I'm saying it looks a lot better.
And then you can grow. Then you can build bigger
stadiums.
stadiums.
You can't ask the men to subsidise. You know what I'm saying? You need to sell your product. You are the product.
Yeah.
This is why
this is what I was gonna say. It's like me saying now, look, I'm holding the mic. Faz is talking. What? Alan Shearer, Gary Lineker. We should get their money because we're doing the same thing, right? It don't work like that. The BBC will laugh at me like, what are you lot talking about? You lot are in the park right now, chilling. You hear me? We got some studio with green screens and cameras in the sky and all them thing there.
Drones.
Different levels.
We've got drones.
You can't expect to have the same pay because you're doing the same job.
No.
Are you doing the same level as job? You get me? If we had man like Zaha and Ian right here, then we can maybe talk a little bit like, yeah, we should be getting a little piece more. But even then, not yet.
Men do the most dangerous jobs.
You have to just build your thing. No, but when you're talking sports, it's just the product is better over here than it is over there. Simple.
It is simple as that.
Simple as that.
Yeah,
build up your thing and then
lower the basket, and stop trying to play like your guys.
The only thing I will say, I big up the ladies for, is when it was world war time, and the men were gone. The women at the time packed the stadiums that the men left. No smaller stadium, no half little bit. They packed it out because people wanted to come and watch football while the men were away. They still wanted to come watch football. And then when the men came,
the men were still playing though.
No, they weren't because they were at war. The men weren't. The men weren't here. The women were playing. That's what I'm saying. Listen, the women were playing 11 against 11 women, stadium rocking. The men came back from war, and the FA banned women from playing.
Okay,
that was disgusting. That was
wrong.
And that put us. Obviously, that put us a stop to their growth.
They didn't want
the women to play. Simple.
They didn't want it to flourish.
Yeah, simple.
Because they felt threatened.
Standard.
That's the point.
The men came back
the FA were threatened
and took over. Basically, did what they were doing before the war.
Yeah, the FA
it's not even like they said, "Oh, you lot can't play in our stadiums no more." you lot can't play. That's deep. That's fuckeries. I didn't like when I found it out. That's disgusting.
That's
and
wrong.
then
That should have been
later on, that's why now it's starting to get, they're building up again. But it's like the women want to go back to where they were, rocking the stadiums. Let's start there. No, life has changed. Shit is fucked up. It's just like being black. We were all kings and shit. You know what I'm saying? Fuckeries. No, I'm saying literally crowns on the head, literally kings having kingdoms. Shit happened, slavery happened. We have to start again. They're not the evil of the world is not gonna go, all right, cool, yeah, let's open the museums. Yeah, take your crown back, take your stuff back. It's all good. They're never going to do that. You have to start again. And now look at the world. You got Oprah, you got Jay-Z, you got Obama. Like, there is people there that have made it. Now we all have to just keep working, keep building, stop moaning. You know what I'm saying? To a certain degree, it is it's their fault. To a tiny, but you can't live off the tiny. You have to remember there's still a great world out there. Like now, look at us. We're outside, freedom, right? There's places on this earth outside you'd get shot right now. You get me? For talking. Why are you talking? Pow! So you just have to realize the blessings that you have, which is waking up in the morning, opening your eyes, taking that first breath, all these blessings before you even left your bed, you know. That's what I always have to say. Blessings. You've got to walk to your kitchen. There's some people can't move their leg. They have to stay in bed all day. Blessings. These are all blessings. That we're outside now, blessing. We're on our bikes, blessing. You get me? Got my bread in here, blessing. I could be here sitting by myself. You have to count your blessings. Count them, people. That's all I've got to say.
Make the time count. Make your blessings count. Don't count the blessings.
Because time waits for no one.
Make the blessings count.
Tick, time. Go in.
Make your blessings count, because
blessings count.
As Karma just said here, which just jolted something in me. When I think of the time period and the time and space that I had to endure at that level, and like he says, like Karma says, for everything that I went through, all trepidations and all the rest of it, for all the trepidations that I went through, I am grateful to all of it. I am grateful for all of it. I wouldn't change anything from what happened, because I wouldn't be who I am, where I am today. That's for sure. And as I said, for all the things that I've had to experience and endure, I just feel, I know that I'm a greater person. I know I'm a greater person for it. You know, I mean, driven, motivated, spirited, you know, diligent, ready to get up, go. Like anytime Karma says, right, fine, we've got something to execute. There's no, I'm gonna be, Karma, I'll be about 15 minutes late if anything. Bam, I'm out there. Come on, tell you straight. I'll be downstairs, eat my food. I'm say, I'm down here already. Yeah, we're rolling. Yeah, because we want to make it work. Because, you know, as I said, like Karma said, for each thing that we do, it is a real blessing. And like what myself and Karma do, we love what we do, and we do what we love. That's how you really get your blessings. When you do what you love, and you love what you do, everything else will fall into place. Everything will fall into place. As I said, doing the right things.
Keep that energy.
Right? Doing the right things, yeah? Not about who is right, what is right. Doing what is right, but not doing who is right. Doing what is right. All right.
I guess you could say I'm a player, 'cause I got bitches everywhere.
Thanks for watching Bar Level Debate Show. Please comment, like and share, and we'll see you.